Do you need information on how to renew or apply for a passport? What about how to register death or apply for a birth certificate? All that information can now be accessed for free online. Hi there, I'm Adrian Atkinson, and this is Jamaica Magazine, the show with the information you need to improve your life. First up, issues and answers. The country's Minister of Science, Energy and Technology, Dr. Andrew Wheatley, speaks boldly on the plans for the sector.
We are going to ensure that 30% of our energy generation comes from renewables by the year 2030.
Plus, some interesting facts on milk. Please stay with us. You'll be glad you did.
This is the Aedes aegypti mosquito that spreads the Zika, chikungunya, and dengue viruses. Protect yourself from the bite of this mosquito. A message from the Ministry of Health.
The government continues to implement projects aimed at reducing the country's oil bill. There is also a street light program that will be rolled out in a few weeks. Up next, the Energy Minister provides details on those and other matters under his portfolio. Watch this.
Thanks for joining us for another edition of Issues and Answers. I'm Ian Boyne. Today we speak to the Minister of Science, Energy and Technology, the Honourable Andrew Wheatley. He'll be talking to us about the priorities of his ministry. We thank you so much for your company. Minister, good to have you on.
Good to be here.
You recently spoke in the sectoral debate, and you outlined a number of things under your ministry. I'm particularly interested in the area of energy and the initiatives that your ministry is pursuing in this area. Could you outline some of the more significant ones for us?
Well, as a government, we take energy serious. We are pushing seriously renewables at this time. In fact, we have set as an objective for us to achieve what we term our 30 in 30. What that simply means is that we are going to ensure that 30% of our energy generation comes from renewables by the year 2030. I believe that this is a very important move on the part of government from a policy perspective, because we are very much vulnerable to shifts in the oil market.
Yes.
And especially now when the price of oil is relatively low, we need to capitalize on the opportunity and put in place the necessary infrastructure so that we are more dependent on renewables, seeing that we are not in possession of any oil reserves at the moment. And so it's a very proactive move, and it's also a very, should I say, more environmentally friendly approach, seeing that renewables are far more environmentally friendly. And it will assist us as we move to improve our carbon footprint as well.
And the government is assured of the funding to be able to bring this about, because usually when oil prices are low, there's not much incentive to push toward renewables. There's a complacency.
No, surprisingly, we have seen a marked interest in improvement in terms of interest in renewables. In fact, the Waste to Energy initiative, that is something that we have been getting a lot of unsolicited proposals for to address the matter of proper utilization of our dumps to convert the waste to energy. We have seen also a number of proposals seeking to build out more wind farms and more solar farms in Jamaica. In fact, we just completed a process where a company was awarded the opportunity to provide 33 megawatts at the lowest price ever anywhere in the Caribbean at 8.5 US cents per kilowatt hour. That project will be coming on stream in 2018. It will employ approximately 200 Jamaicans in the construction phase and 50 permanent staff members once the project is up and running. The start of the project should be around 2017, early 2017. The project will be located in Negril, Westmoreland, the parish of Westmoreland. And so it brings employment opportunities as well as cheaper energy to Jamaicans.
Minister, the thrust toward lower electricity rates, how are we doing with that? But I'm asking you at a time when, you know, the JPS has been granted an increase, but what is being done to
Well, notwithstanding the fact that JPS was given an increase based on the license that they have now, we are pushing for greater use of energy, efficient use of energy. So energy efficiency and conservation is something that the government is pushing. In fact, I just had a meeting with the Clinton Foundation, who will be assisting us with some energy efficiency conservation process. In fact, the Office of the Prime Minister, Jamaica House, will be fitted with solar panels very soon, so that the Office of the Prime Minister will come off the grid. And so it is part of that general thrust to ensure that we are more cognizant of the environment, that we use more energy efficient methods, and of course get cheaper energy in the grid. And so we are pushing for that. In fact, the PCJ, an entity within the ministry, just concluded an initiative, a program where students from the different high schools participated in a program that seeks to give them the opportunity to look at energy conservation and address the energy issues at school. Or will they, if they were given the opportunity, or would they approach the matter of retrofitting and putting more energy efficient systems at schools? In fact, 2 schools came out on top, Campion College and Herbert Morrison in Hanover, where the PCJ, because of their outstanding display and the proposal that they put up, that the PCJ will now be looking to assist them with actually building out the system that they designed for their schools.
Interesting. We're going to take a break at this point, Minister. When we come back, I want to talk about that interesting SILC program that you had spoken about in your sectoral presentation. Minister of Science, Energy and Technology, Honorable Andrew Wheatley, with us on Issues and Answers. We take a break, but we'll be right back.
Jamaicans from all walks of life, we must save energy and help the Jamaican economy. Energy saving, we say. Today. Ease up on the energy, save today, protect tomorrow. Ease up on the energy, save today, protect tomorrow. Energy saving is not a maybe, it's a must.
The Minister we set, Minister of Science, Energy and Technology, the Honorable Andrew Wheatley, talking to us about the critical matters on his portfolio. And I had raised the issue of the SILC program, SILC. SILC, yes.
Well, SILC, the acronym SILC, stands for Street Lighting, Installation, Loss Reduction, and Community Renewal. It's a comprehensive program that seeks to bring up to scratch, up to pace, communities that are currently lacking the proper infrastructure as relates to lighting. So the first part of the program involves the putting up of street lights, the installation of street lights, and that will help with the security aspect.
Absolutely.
All right? Installation is the rewiring of homes to ensure that they can have proper access to electricity.
So it's not just a street lighting program?
Not just a street light, it is the rollout of the entire infrastructure, the basic infrastructure, along with the street light, and also the wiring of homes.
Okay.
And what that does, it reduces loss reduction on the part of GPS, because it removes the need for the tropes, because the houses are now properly wired and can connect to the system properly. And also there's a component that speaks to the empowerment, the training of these persons, so that they can be more employable. And so we are looking to have that social component involved as well. And we are bringing to them a number of different options. There are persons who will not be able to pay on a monthly basis, for example, $2,500 per month, but they're able to pay daily $150, for example. So there'll be the postpaid option as well. And there'll also be different options where there are homes, I'm sure, that will not be able to fully wire. And as such, there is a system where they are given a box, more or less, that allows them to be able to plug in a fridge, a television set, as well as being able to have a couple bulbs until they're able to move up to a more comprehensive system. And so it's a very comprehensive program that we are open to start come August of this year. It will be financed to the tune of 1.25 billion Jamaican dollars. And the money is already available. It has been identified. And all the players are involved. We are bringing on board Jamaica Public Service, NESOL, which is a government entity, formerly REP, JSIF. And of course, it will all be managed by the ministry to ensure that the objective of this initiative is fully met.
ICT Minister, you also announced the open access to government websites with people not using up their own data funds for this. Explain that.
Well, we had given a commitment to the Jamaican people that we would provide them with free universal access to government websites, and in particular educational material. Today I am pleased to announce that that is now a reality. And what it basically, as we speak, you can access all government websites. It is being phased in. We have currently 50 websites that you can access online. These sites are what we term as zero-rated sites. So whether you are in possession of a data plan, whether you have credit on your phone, whether you have a paid-up internet plan at home, you can have access to these government websites free of cost. And especially for our children, with these tablets that we have been given to them, they are now able to access the educational material from home, whether their parents are in possession of a data plan or an internet plan. What you have to have is just mere connection to a network. So a cell phone, a smartphone, being connected to a network can act as a mobile hotspot for access through for the tablet.
And people want to do business, tax business, other critical...
Yes, some of the very important sites that persons will be able to access at no cost. The RGD, to register birth, deaths, do business with PICA, yes, the process of applying for a passport. Yes. The Tax Administration General, of course, the process of paying taxes. It's more easier to do the taxes online. There are other government websites, the Ministry of National Security, the Ministry of Justice, the Ministry of Health. GIS is also on the list of sites to be zero rated. And so it is part of the general thrust of the government to ensure that we develop what we term a digital society. So our people becomes more appreciative and utilize the technologies that's available.
The BPO sector, Minister, you're moving toward higher value added in this industry?
Yeah, well, the traditional BPO sector is one that one can term as a call center operation, more or less. We are looking to move it to a value-added stage where tertiary graduates can find employment within the BPO sector. In fact, the government is also looking to launch its own BPO initiative, what we term as BIG, B-I-G, BPO in government, where we will be setting up our own BPO to digitize government materials. There are a lot of information out there that needs to become digitized, and so the government will be pushing that aspect, and it will be creating employment opportunities for a lot of young people as well.
Good. You're also working on a science, technology, and innovation policy.
Yes. This ministry is a multifaceted ministry in where we have to tackle the issues from a number of different angles. And firstly, we are going to establish a science and technology and innovation division within the ministry to drive the whole process of science and technology. This will be under the guidance of the National Commission on Science and Technology. We believe that as a country we have not paid enough attention to science and technology. We are very innovative, but we do not invest in innovation here in Jamaica. We are more consumers of technology. And I'm sure that a lot of our graduates are disappointed that we have not taken the initiative to establish research and development as a priority and provide the necessary funding. And so we will be putting in place that policy and of course provide the necessary support to not just talk about science and technology, but support science and technology. In fact, we have been talking about the marijuana industry for some time now, and there's a lot of anxiety, there's a lot of anticipation out there as to how the marijuana industry is going to evolve here in Jamaica. Research and development is our only option as relates to the marijuana industry, where we create value-added indigenous products for the market, and research and development is going to drive that. The argument of the possibility of exporting marijuana abroad is only a myth. It will never happen. I think we have to look at utilizing what is indigenous to us and ensure that we create value-added products and develop a market, whether it be a tourism product, whether it's a medicinal product. But it will take some level of research and development, and we are encouraging the private sector and Jamaicans and our scientists to look into that here as well.
Thank you very much, Minister, for an information-packed interview. Minister of Science, Energy and Technology, the Honorable Andrew Wheatley, with us on Issues and Answers. Join us next week when we'll be back. Until then, Ian Bourne wishing you a pleasant day.
We all know how milk is good for our bones and teeth. It also contains several daily required nutrients that support other contributors to good health. Take a look.
Milk actually helps you lose weight.
Protein in milk is what we consider high biological value for the mere fact that it has 9 essential amino acids.
Drink up, nourish your body with the goodness of cow's milk. Cow's milk, to some, real milk.
It's very refreshing, right? Whereas if your chest burning you can drink it and you get a lot of relief.
Cow's milk give you more nutrients than bag juice and all the other sweet stuff that you drink.
Like you come out early in the morning and you don't drink no tea, you can drink a cow's milk and it make your energy up and running.
The government is on a drive to increase consumption of local cow's milk. It's part of the plan for job creation and economic growth, as well as to encourage healthy consumption habits.
Why is milk such an important part of the diet for children especially? Because milk has 9 of the essential amino acids. Amino acids are the building blocks of proteins, which are required for growth and development and protection. What else does the milk have? It has minerals, it has calcium, and we know the importance of calcium. And milk is one of the major sources of calcium for humans. And so calcium, we know, we need it for development of bones, for development of teeth. But also, calcium can also help to lower blood pressure. Calcium is also helps in blood clotting. What else does milk have? It has choline. Choline is this mineral that helps the body to sleep. It helps in brain function, it helps in brain development, it helps in the formation of the tissues, the nerves in the body, so it helps with nerve impulses, so it helps their nervous system to develop. Milk also has potassium, all right? Potassium helps calcium to function, and it also helps in the formation of the bones, helps the body to use that, and it maintains bone mass.
Can't touch this. Can't touch this.
No, when I drink cow's milk, I have a lot of swelling because I have an allergy problem. It gives me a lot of bump swelling up on these things.
It is a known fact that people of African descent do not have the lactase, which is the enzyme that digests the lactose, which is in milk. And so most black persons tend to be lactose intolerant.
My views on that is that the body takes time to adapt. So the first you drink the milk, you have to give the body time to produce the right enzyme, the right proportion, the different bacteria to counteract the milk. Most people drink the milk and expect if you stay down, no, you have to take it over time. And do it gradually and little. The basic thing you have to do. Just scald it, and once you do that, it reduces the bacterial level in it, so it will have that effect on your body.
With the cereal, because you know it's not too sweet and it's balanced, so the cereal is already sweet, so the cold milk will go well with the cereal. Your oats, you know, like you blend your banana, you can use the cow's milk to sweeten it.
Normally, when you make a chocolate tea, and you have a milk, you don't throw cow's milk in and you're gone up and running said way.
I have milk with rum. I have milk with porridge, tea, anything.
I like to drink my cow's milk with the oatmeal biscuits or cornflakes.
Milk can have added nutrients, so we fortify the milk with vitamin D, and we know vitamin D again helps with absorption of the calcium. It also helps in bone formation and teeth. What else can be added to milk? Magnesium, the B vitamins, all of these give added nourishment to the milk. So children don't like, I think they don't like to see the white as well. So you can color it, you can flavor it. You can flavor it with chocolate, you can flavor it with strawberry, and people tend to use syrups, but you can also use fruits to flavor the milk. So people have now been making smoothies. But how much milk should we be drinking? A serving of milk in Jamaica and the Caribbean is half cup or 4 ounces. And what does that give us? It gives us about 76 kilocalories, that half cup.
Housewives, mothers, fathers, consumers, remember why milk is good for you. The reality is there's nothing like cow's milk. Drink Jamaican real milk.
You can't touch this. You can't touch this.
Let's celebrate Jamaica to the world. Fastest man in the world. First Jamaican woman to win gold in Olympic 100-meter sprint. An upcoming global superstar. Mouth-watering meals. And a vibrant set of people. We are Jamaicans. Let's get together and bring back the love.
If you look in the dictionary for the word talented, you may see Jamaica. Or maybe not, but our people are super talented, and the world knows this. Just check out the JCDC's Student Dance Finals.
Wow, majestic. Contemporary dance, closely related to modern dance, ballet, and other classical concert dance styles, takes center stage in this week's JCDC Festival Corner. We share some of the wonderful performances that took place at the recent National Student Dance Finals. Running with the Wolves there from Mount Alvernia. Good piece. Many of the student dance pieces also explored our rich African heritage.
Thoughts of freedom fighters dwell in my brain, stolen from Africa. the mission is still the same. We've got a warrior spirit inside. It's well wild, it can't tame. And this a warrior spirit inside. It come for break every shackle and chain. And them a try brainwash me. Guys we mind the meditation dirty. They never tell we say black is beauty. Me nah go bleach, me say me nah dilute it. No, hey, you search your history. Break the puzzle, come make we solve the mystery. Hey, a Solomonic dynasty from the line of David. What a priceless legacy.
Marcus, can the words come to pass? Marcus, can the words come to pass? Can't get no food to eat. Can't get no money to spend. Oh, can't get no food to eat. Can't get no money to spend.
Riveting, soul-stirring, and not to mention exciting is surely the way to describe these studio dance pieces. One of the most outstanding pieces was a judges and crowd favorite. It's...
Dwell in my brain, stolen from Africa. The mission is still the same. We've got a warrior spirit.
That's how we close the curtains on this week's Festival Corner. Tune in next week for more exciting performances from the JCDC National Finals. The Jamaica Cultural Development Commission, unearthing, developing, showcasing, and preserving the best of Jamaica's culture.
I leave you with this. The harder I work, the luckier I get. Inspiration for you to take on this brand new work week. Send your feedback or comments to jamaicamagazine@jis.gov.jm. You may also find out more about the Streetlight program on our website, jis.gov.jm. We're also on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. So log on and stay in the know. Until next time, I'm Adrian Atkinson. Have yourselves a wonderful day.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.